This is going to be just a real quick tutorial over the use of Google Forms as a quiz and not just a survey tool. So I'm going to walk you through the steps and really make a really short quiz, take it, and show the results to see what it looks like on the teacher end. So I'm not going to go over the steps of signing up for Google. Hopefully you know how to do that. Once you have that and you're logged in, you just one more step and you'll be making your quiz. So when you're in Google Drive, you want to click on New, go down to More, and that's where you'll find the Google Forms. Once you're in the Google Form, you have a blank canvas. So for those of you that care about what it looks like, the first thing you'll notice is this little art palette over here. You can click on that, and you can manipulate the color to whatever you want, such as diarrhea orange, but I'm just going to go with blue. You're going to want to go to the settings first. A couple of things. In order for kids to get their results, you will have to get their email, and in our case it's their USD 469 email. So you're just going to collect emails. You're probably going to want to limit the response to one. Not that a kid wants to take a quiz twice, but just you can do that. Getting a copy of the response, if you want to do that, if they request it, that's fine, but I just click on always, so no matter what, they get that. The presentation of it, you can show a progress bar of what question they're on and how much more they have left to go, so we can do that if you want. You can also shuffle the order questions, so if all the kids are taking the quiz at the same time, you just want to make sure no one's just following along. You can do that as well. I'll leave it blank for now. You can also have a nice confirmation message if they finish it, so great job, you have finished the quiz. Good for you. Oh, it's not done. More important, you have to come here to quizzes, and you have to turn this little switch to make this a quiz. This is the other big option you need to make sure, the releasing of the information. So if you want them to get the grade immediately, you click that. If you want to get it later because you want to review it, because maybe there's some written responses, that's fine. I'm going to do it immediately for now because they're going to be all objective questions. And the respondents can see missed questions, correct answers, and points value. You're probably going to leave those all checked. So you save all that, and your quiz is good to set up. You do have to give it a form, so I'm just going to call it sample quiz number 1. Don't need a description. If you want to, you can, like an objective or something. And you can go ahead and put in a question. The first one I'm going to say is, what is Mr. Peters' first name? And you put in, also over here you can change the choices. You can do checkbox, so if there's more than one choice. You can do short answer response, paragraph. You can do drop-down choices. I mean, it's pretty limitless in terms of what you can do. Multiple choice grid, I've never used that. I don't even know. A linear scale. This must be just, I'm not even sure how I would use that. But there are lots of options. I mostly go with multiple choice or drop-down or checkbox. So I'm going to put my team names, Brandy, Stephanie, Angie, and Jesse. In order to mark a correct one, you have to click on each one. The answer key, you click the correct answer. You do have to set the points. It's automatically at 0. Whoops. And you can go back and edit the question, and then you have a question. You do need to toggle required if it counts, but that question is now good. To add another question, you can click this. To add a heading, you can click on the T and the smaller t. You can add an image, you can add a video, and you can add a section. So I'm going to show you making a section because what if you have an image or a graph you want kids to use? Well, I'll add a section. So now there's question 1, and then here is a break that kids will see, and there is section 2. So I might say, section 2. And then I'm going to put an image. I will choose the image then. Downloads. There we go. It'll upload, and then it will show up. So now in section 2, you have this little image. You don't have to make a section. I do that if it's an image, just so kids know this goes with it. And you can give a little description. The image below goes with question number 2. It's up to you, though. You can give it a title if you want, but you don't have to. So it's just an image. But then you'd have to add a question right below it. So question number 2. where you say the image above represents what idea? And we've talked about this stuff in class, so I might give some options like primary source. I don't know. I'm just giving ideas here. Bias. Corroboration. And sourcing. The correct answer in this case is bias. I'll go to the answer key, select bias, set the points to 1, and I'm done. Edit the question, and now it's good to go. You click required, and you're great. You can preview the form if you click the little I at the top. This is kind of what it looks like. If you've selected it to collect their names, you're only allowing USD kids to do it, it'll collect it automatically for them. So they can't even see the next session until they complete this first one. So now that we have this form, if you click over here, it'll change the title for you. You can change it yourself. And it's good to go. So you have to send it somehow. You click on this button, send. You have a couple options. You can email it. Probably not going to want to do that. You're probably going to want to turn it into a link. You know, Google Classroom, on a document they open, or anything like that. You can go ahead and shorten it. No big deal there. You copy it, and you're going to want to have a place that kids are going to access it. That's a different one. I'll make this link. There it is. So now I'm going to go to that. I'm going to take it. I'm logged in as jesse.peters@lansinglion.org. And I'm going to take this. So we're going to go Jesse. And I'll click on next. And then this one, section 2, the image below goes with question number 2. And I'm not sure about this one, so I'm going to accidentally get this right. I'm going to say it's corroboration. And click submit. Okay, so now it's done that. You can see your score. You click on that. The person will see that, say they got that right. They got that right. And it shows them the correct answer. All right, so their total points is 1 out of 2. However, on your end, you can see a little bit more. So if you come over here, you can see now the response is at 1. You click on that, and it shows summary of the responses. So you'll see this huge bar graph that shows, you know, kind of how kids did overall. It shows the questions themselves and the number of them that got it correct percentage-wise. So it shows a breakdown of the questions. So a lot of you are looking for that disaggregation, but then it also shows individual. And you go right through them. You just do this and you click on the person you want, and it shows them. So wonderful tool, very powerful. I hope you get a chance to use it. Please let me know if you have any other questions. And thanks for watching.